lines. Are we rolling? Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast.
Why do guys?
MILFs will decide.
In a couple of years.
I think no one has said one thing about the name change, so I'm like, all right, they're cool with it.
I mean, one girl called it the podcast.
Did she?
That you do with your bald friend, and I'm like, that's apt.
Damn, very descriptive. No, she never said that? I would have believed you. The podcast to do with that bald, angry
that bald,
guy.
angry dude who's always stressed.
Dude, I'm chilling, man. I'm
feeling good.
I'm reading The Untethered Soul.
Oh, dude, that's huge.
Have you actually read it?
Well, I've heard about this book.
Yeah.
Because I know you started with The Untethered Hairline, right? That was your first book. You finished that real quick.
No, that took me about 8 years. I was really holding on at the end.
Yeah, he's in the dedication page.
Yeah, I started reading it in 22, and then at 29, I was like,
oh boy.
You know how you read a book, and then you get like 3/4 of the way through, and then you go, I'll finish this in 6 years. And then
Why do I always do that? Why do I always do that? That's so true, dude.
You're just like, I've gotten most of it. I feel like future me needs to...
Well, you know what it is? It's like, I've read 3/4 of a book.
I did it.
That's amazing.
That's basically the book.
That's crazy.
I'm
reading.
I think I read like 4 or 5 books.
Dude, I read
honestly.
one chapter of a nonfiction book. You can't tell me shit that week. If I read nonfiction that week, I'm like, fuck off, all you idiot nerds.
Bro, last week I learned about pyroclastic flow the entire week. I was like, I think I'm the smartest person in my building.
When you walked into this podcast studio that week, you were like,
you felt it.
You had a look where like, I'm about to teach Usama a new word.
I go, you guys know about volcanoes?
And I'm like, yeah,
boom,
boom, right? And you're like,
no. I go, you think the magma is crazy? Try the dust. Try the
dust.
Try the boiling hot dust. That'll melt your skin off. All right, try that.
Oh, y'all scared about lava.
Yeah. Guys, remember to call in 929-525-5332. That is the call-in number. You can leave a voicemail when we are not doing the show, but when the show is happening like it is right now, you can call in and we will answer your calls. Did you repost it on your story?
Right now.
Awesome. That's
all right.
But guys, you got to call in. It's a lot of fun. Usama, how your 2 weeks been?
You know, I was going to actually talk to you about something that happened to us a couple of days ago.
Okay.
It was with our friend at the barbershop. And I was really excited to kind of talk to you about this. Yeah.
You know, more stuff happened with her, right?
Yeah.
Did she text you about it as well?
Yes. I'm getting full updates.
She blew it.
Yeah, 100% blew it.
She
100% blew it. So you want to jump in while I
Yeah. We'll call her C. I don't know if she cares. I don't know if she really cares.
No, she doesn't care. It's fine.
She's calling. Okay.
We love her. Hey, no, don't say him.
Oh.
C was good.
I'll beep it out. I'll beep it out. Yeah. Say whatever. What?
I think you said C was too much.
She's good. Okay. So our friend C, she met a guy at a bar, and they're flirting at the bar. They hooked. C is also newly single.
Yes.
She's in relationships for like over 5 years. So some of you guys can probably relate. She's at a bar, meets this guy. He's very attractive. Okay. Yes. He's got swag. They make out of the bar, and then they go their separate ways. She gets all riled up because nothing gets people riled up than a good make out. And then you go what's going to happen next? You're fantasizing. The person is still the best type of person in your head. They have not let you down yet.
Oh, 100%.
And she's like,
unless there's like too much tongue. Or...
Exactly. Yeah, the teeth.
So as long as you can kiss.
Yeah, they're like scratching your neck. Yeah,
dude,
you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, biting the lip too hard. Where you're like, oh, well, that's like, let go.
Here's a quick tip. Don't bite for a little bit. All right? Bite little, just like nibble.
Just a nibble.
Nibble.
And once or twice.
Dude.
The first makeout sesh, don't be throwing a lot of biting the lip in there.
People have heard that like you got to choke now, and so people just go straight for the neck and
people
just start
choking while they're making out.
Just fucking crushing the esophagus. Light, buddy.
I have done that where hand on the girl's neck up against the wall.
Oh, for sure.
Make out with her.
Dude.
But first time.
And they're like, I wouldn't like fries with this. Yeah, bitch. That's how I live my life. Banging them all.
Are you working at a Shake Shack?
Oh, yeah.
God, imagine you working at a Shake Shack. You would be just insufferable. You'd be on TikTok all day just making like videos trying to be like the fun Shake Shack worker. And all of your employees would be like, we fucking hate you.
Why are you hating on my life?
No, I'm not hating. I'm saying
this
like,
is who I am.
So clear.
You're
so clearly like, I want to be famous and not at this job, that you would tank the job in order to make.
But then you see those fucking also those weird like burly ass like Hulk Hogan looking construction guys like,
Yeah, those are my favorite. I'm not gonna lie,
dude.
Those are my favorite.
Because I get your job sucks. You work for 10 hours a day.
Here,
you need to do this. You need to catch a whoa at 45.
I'll find the song. There's this song on. Can I be honest with you? I've been watching a lot of TikTok dances, and I've been like, I want to kind of do some of these. Some of these are fun. Some of these are a little fun, you know. But it's only now. Where's the one that I? It's this big bodybuilder guy. I sent it to my girl. It's like a while ago.
Grandma's funeral. Now grandma is catching the woe up in heaven.
Where is this guy? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so
it's gonna be a TikTok dance for
like
dead grandmas.
It's like this, bro. Like for grandmas, for dead grandmas.
No, we're just like there's gonna be a TikTok dance for dead grandmas.
Oh, where you pick her up?
Just like throw
her up. You throw her ashes up. It's this, bro. It's like a big dude, and then it dances to this.
Ash challenge.
Giây phút em gặp anh là em biết em si tình 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 tang tang ting tang tình 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 tang tang tang. Giây phút em
bro, how much fun?
How do I already know the dance?
How much fun
without even knowing it? How do I already know the dance without even doing it ever?
It's fun.
It's in our bodies.
It's fun.
Do it subconsciously. We all have like 10 dances in us that we don't even know is in us. It's just subconsciously clockwork oranged in us.
And you see it come out of weddings when like your
TikTok
old family
orange?
members are there and they do like their one dance. Yeah. That at one party they did well and everyone was like, oh shit, so they do it again.
The saddest thing is when like the kid brings out her arthritic grandma and she like barely has any legs or strength and like, hey, flip, you know, do a flip, and then she has to like
get her off the dance floor. Gammy is about to die.
Oh my god.
So anyway, back to I will be performing TikTok dances one of these days.
This is great.
It's one of my secret.
He just did
pleasures.
like the fucking Lunar New Year one for no reason. I don't know why you started with the most Asian one possible.
Because that was the one that I reminded of. Those are also the best ones.
The hottest one is when you have like the anime girls. What's that one where like the hips
Careful. No, I'm kidding.
Those anime.
Yes, the e-girl ones.
E-girl ones are very bad.
Trust me, dude. The same ones have come up on both of our For You pages, and we've pretended to not watch it again. Okay?
Dude, there's stuff there.
Or you've done a thing where you're like this, where you like see it, and you go, "Oh, what was that? I gotta watch that again. What the hell is going on?"
Yeah.
And then you click on the sound, and you're like, "Is everyone just doing this?" Whoa, weird. Wow, crazy. I wonder who started this. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, 20 minutes later, you're like,
I'm hard as fuck.
I guess I really like this song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
anyway, saved to favorites.
That was weird.
That was weird. So our friend, she makes out this guy. It's great. They get each other's numbers, shoot a text, and they do the little cute back and forth. Like, can't wait to see you again. He's like, I'm going to kiss you all over next time. And then she's like, okay, great.
Well, he had like the, you know, like the whole, what do you call this? The whole stopgap measure. Where
Interesting. Explain this.
Where you give him a little bit, a taste, maybe go a little further so you don't have to talk to her for a little bit. The idea is like, if you just say
go out
like,
on a bang.
If you just say like, hey, that was fun, blah, blah, blah. Then you got to kind of keep texting and be in there.
Yes.
If you were like, I'm going to fuck you raw in a couple of days.
A little too extreme.
What you see what I'm saying?
Find somewhere in between that.
So what he said was
or you imply that without saying it.
Imply it. I'm going to blank you raw. Let's play Mad Libs, whatever. And that
can't wait to get to know you more, which means have sex without a condom.
Exactly, yeah. I can't wait to feel the walls of your pussy. You know, just
Usama,
sly stuff,
real wordsmith,
sly stuff like that. But you give him a much more tougher exit, and then that keeps you going for a little bit. Like you don't need to like kind of stay in there and talk because now you're establishing yourself as kind of like the fuck guy.
You've presented a little bit of game. You've given them like exactly a fantasy, and it's been fun.
You have a dick on a platter, and you're like,
it's no. It's the equivalent of the girl who like if you ever had the girl where you're with her and then you guys make out at the bar or whatever, or something happens, and then you go to kiss her again, and then she pulls away and she's like, "I'll see you soon," and then she like walks away. Yeah, it works every time.
Then you have that girl who's like,
and you're like,
I can't fuck you, I like you, and I'm like, that's precisely why you should fuck me. Those girls who only fuck guys they hate, I can't stand that.
You go, I'm trying to help you because after you fuck me,
trust me,
you will not like me.
Because how do you tell her? You're going to hate me pretty soon. Don't worry.
It's not going to take long.
Watch me after this cut.
Yeah. A couple weeks.
Oh.
You'll look at me putting my underwear on and my skinny body after and be like, I can't believe I just let that person inside me. And then hear me go, all right, got to go do spots. And you'll be like, yeah, this was not a mistake, but not something I'll do again.
Dude, I've had that before, dude. Well, because I had Ghost of Tsushima downloading on my PlayStation, but I was like, let me go fuck before I come. There's like 50-minute, 1 hour download.
You gotta up your internet.
I'm getting the deluxe pack. I'm getting the fucking artwork on the side. I love it.
Oh, okay, you got the deluxe pack.
Always.
$10 more.
Always.
Get the skin.
The Mongol skin where I'm Genghis Khan.
Exactly, yeah. Your sword looks a little bit different.
Oh, dude, with the extra like snake skin or something?
Yes.
So I got to go fuck. Then I finish. I have an alarm set, which maybe I shouldn't have done the alarm. The alarm might not have been.
The alarm was overkill.
Overkill in the alarm. So we were like making out, hanging out after post-fuck. The post-fuck cute makeout.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Because guys, do not leave right after.
Do not leave.
They will always be upset.
And also, but it's every round too. So if you like fuck, hang for an hour, fuck again, that undoes the hang meter. By the way.
You're right. You have to hang again.
You have to hang again. So many people mess this up.
Optimal hang time is about 15 to 23 minutes.
100%.
Okay?
100%.
Exactly.
And the less hang time you do, the more engaged you got to be in the hang. So,
you got to be, dude.
Come on.
If you're only there for 6 minutes,
notice every cool thing
and
about her.
don't say anything.
Don't even.
Just listen.
What's her life about?
And this is sincerity. This is not about being fake.
No.
Okay?
No. I'm just saying like what goes on in the woman's mind. And then
yes.
It's not about being fake.
Anyway, so you're there. The alarm goes off, and she goes, what the hell is that?
Why did I say, sorry, I have to download a video game?
Oh, man, daggers in a girl's heart.
Dude. And she's like, what game? And I'm like, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like a Latina girl, so she's like, you're going to go play a bunch of Asian characters? Not even She's like, dude, oh, okay.
There's this new group of girls now on TikTok, like, all these anime fuckers, get out of my face. Because they don't like these anime dudes.
Like the guys that are into anime? Isn't that like 1 billion people?
It's 1 billion people.
Yeah.
Because now you realize like a lot of thugged out dudes are also into anime. And
so dude.
These ratchet girls.
Dudes love
these
anime.
ratchet girls are like, who the fuck is Goku? And they're like angry on.
Bro, I love it. My brother sends me stuff from Attack on Titan. And it looks
Nazis. Huh?
Yeah, wait, what?
It's the Nazi sympathizers.
Oh, are they?
Like on the low key.
Damn.
That could have been my fact.
Did you just ruin the entire
Well,
I'll still watch it. I don't
Titan
care.
is Japanese for Jew, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
Okay, now you're just making shit up. Titan.
Anyway, we're getting
go back to yeah.
So girl C.
Exactly. So stopgap.
Yeah.
He gives her a little bit.
Stopgap.
They leave. Then she hits him up a few days later. Because here's the problem, guys. Here's a piece of advice I'm going to say that you need to really think about, and it takes some introspection and some bird's eye view, but it'll help you a lot. You have to understand where you are in the power dynamic of the relationship.
Huge importance.
It's really good to know that, because then that will help you to make your next move.
And here's the thing.
The best possible way.
You're not always the prize. Just got to say that out there.
And in this relationship,
sometimes you're the one getting the gift.
And guys are usually used to the one that we're used to being the pursuers. So we're used to in the beginning, we're at the lower end of the power dynamic. And we all know what it's like when it switches. Something happens and all of a sudden you go, oh. And then you go,
couldn't care if she lives or dies.
And then you go, I fucking got her.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sound like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, this bitch is mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That's like you
call him in.
You're in the war room. Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Everyone jumps up.
We got. You just imagine that scene when it's like, Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. And it's you walking out of the bathroom after you got a text from her that's like, hey, how's your day? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah. After you fuck, you walk out and that sound comes on.
But yes, you have to understand a lot of times women they have the power in the beginning. Yeah. And they feel that. Now, look, that's not to say that as a relationship goes on, one person has all of it and one person doesn't. But there's always a bit of a shift in the power dynamic. And in this one specifically.
I love that part. That part where like you shift it.
Yeah.
Because what happens usually is like, you'll be like, I got to go, babe. And she's like, do you have to? Look at camera.
And you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I know.
Yeah. It's what it usually is. It's usually when the girl texts you first. Because as a guy, we're usually hitting them up. Hey, you want to hang out? Hey, you want to hang out? Yeah. And then all of a sudden you get a text from the girl that's like, hey, what are you doing this week? You want to grab a drink? And you go, oh, boom. She actually likes me. Because before we're like, I just assume she doesn't like me and I'm convincing her to like me. And then
we're like dancing around. Like you're like a vaudeville performer, right? Like what do I got to do to make you fuck me?
And then she books you for a show and you're like, oh shit.
One night.
I'm actually kind of good at this.
And sometimes that show lasts a long time.
Yes.
You know?
But so in this scenario, our friend she was the one pursuing.
Yeah, she's the one getting the gift.
Exactly. So when you approach that way, you have to be very conscious about how you text them. Your game has to be on point. And a lot of times women are not used to pursuing and their game is not great.
Women have no good game because they're not required to have it.
Exactly.
It's not on you, ladies.
It's not innate in them. Now, some of them have fire games. Some of my friends, for sure. But if you're used to being pursued, you got to get some reps in.
Yeah.
And she hit him with like the 2 days later text and was already like, so when are we hanging out again? And as a guy who's left with the girl and then not text her for 2 days and then gotten that text, you're kind of like, hold your horses a little bit.
Hold your horses. Even clingy vibes comes out.
Even though, it's definitely a double standard because when guys do it to women, it's completely normal. We're supposed to do that. Women are used to being pursued. Guys were not as used to being pursued. So sometimes when a girl does it, it's a fault of ours, but sometimes we go, oh, damn, she's really into me. It's ego. Right. It's all being narcissistic and ego. 100%. It's fucking dumb, but it's how we think.
100%.
So she does that. He doesn't respond. She starts going DEFCON 5, like freaking out.
Like, I think a quadruple text or something.
Exactly.
I don't know what was going on.
She actually didn't text him again, but she was like, oh, I blew it. What happened? Blah, blah, blah. And I looked at the text and I go, it was one text.
Yeah, you're fine.
You double texted him. It's fine.
Yeah.
And we were like, he's probably busy.
I give the advice that, like, if you're going to go do another text, like, make a little line in the sand. Like, I'm down. You know, it can't just be like cutesy because you're not in the cutesy vibe.
You can't be hitting.
And every girl, you know, if you have to understand what you want too. Like, if you want cutesy vibe with 6'4" lawyer man, I don't know what you're thinking here. You know? But if you want to get a good fuck out of this guy and that's what you want, you can still do this.
She wants to conquer. She wants to get it. Yes. So
you can't bring your cute energy into this This is killers out here.
Exactly.
We're killers out here right now.
This is life or death.
You know?
We're going for it.
We're killers. So when you're in the land of the fucking hyenas,
yeah.
You know?
Wolf, yes.
That was a Chinese. That's
a Mexican
Latina hyena. You gotta be fucking, you know, it's animal rules.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with our friend here is that she wanted to create cute energy rules, gentlemanly rules.
Yes.
When he was just trying to be a dog.
Oh God, sorry.
What's up?
Well, my girlfriend.
We're both dealing with women at different times.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. If I don't text her back, she will kill me. So, but yes, the idea is like, so she comes in, and she doesn't lose. She actually the man comes back. I told her like give it a couple, and he did. Yes. And what happened was there was one night he probably had no one on the docket.
I mean, you know, this is true.
No, but here's something like this is if she already gave him the cute energy. Now she's like in this other box, and he's another box. There's different boxes, right? Like so, he was in like she's in the cute box, maybe looking for something more. I'm not going to deal with it. I already have these people that are in my life that I can maybe fuck or call upon. Maybe that whole box was like.
Well, again, she has to realize what kind of guy she's dealing with. Yeah. And or he just was like, because I mean, he hit her up and was like, hey, let's hang out this week. What are you doing? And she's like, I got a show. And he's like, all right, let's hang out after. And then he hit her with and then after she's like, I'm done. And then he's like, she's like, let's get a drink.
Because I've seen these texts.
Yes.
He's a smooth man, but he's Christian Bale from fucking.
He's smooth, but he's also being
American Psycho.
He's being very upfront that like he's not interested in like. Yeah. Again, ladies, like guys will show you who they are and what they're interested in.
And if you want that.
Yeah.
Jump on in.
But stop trying to make the guy into something that he isn't, which is like this guy is saying, hey, come over. Let's have that nightcap at home. Let's hang out a little bit. You know what that means? That means let's drink a little bit so then maybe like most likely we can fuck.
Yeah.
And then if you're like, well, I want to do this and you present him with something else, it's most likely not going to work and he might bail. And you can't be upset at him and be like, oh, well, I wish no, dude, he showed his cards. He showed you who he is. Guys are very straightforward with who they are most of the time. Sometimes they're liars and manipulators, but yes. But so anyway, he asked for her to come over and then she like insinuated like, oh, are you going to like treat me with respect?
Dude, that was the final.
I told her.
Knife in the throat, dude.
Because I get it. Women are worried about being killed.
Are you going to treat me with respect?
But as a guy, when you hit someone up and then they respond with something like that, you go, wait, why are you insinuating that I wouldn't? It puts the guy in the defensive and they go, I don't want to deal with this.
This might have worked pre-Harvey Weinstein, but now every dude is like, okay, I'm terrified of maybe getting caught for something I didn't do, right? So when he was like, come over, let's fuck, basically. And she was like, well, are you going to kill me? That is red flag.
It's too much.
Freak out.
Well, it's just like, who is
this? This is
girl?
one of those, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck her once, and she's going to be like, if you don't fuck me again, I'll tell all your friends that it was not consensual. And it's going to be a big headache for this guy who doesn't need this, probably. 6'4" lawyer. He's good. He's got...
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to move. Like, again, realize where you are in the
that's
power
why,
dynamic.
men, no more white girls. Unless they're Italian or Irish, okay? Because they're still minority somehow.
Again, not true. Again, realize where you are in the power dynamic. You're pursuing this person. You can't be saying all these things because you're like, well, I deserve to be taken out on a drink, and look, you do. But I said, I said this to her. I go, you do.
Okay,
but you have to be okay with that person not being into it.
You're absolutely right. This is my advice to her. What I said she should have done. If you want to know. Or be safe, because obviously women want to be safe. If you're going to go to this hot man, and then he kills you or whatever, I get it. There's like a fear there. I would have been like, bake that into your sexy text. So been like, I'm coming over, but I did text 17 of my friends that I'm coming over. So if if you do this, and watch out. Like, so you're like already giving him the I'm coming over to fuck. But Mr. I've done the due diligence. I've texted my friends.
Oh, being like, where am I going?
Yeah, like where I'm going.
Yeah,
so like, you get that safety, and you get that sex text of like, I'm coming over to fuck.
Yes, or I told her she could always be like, I'm down. How about we get a drink right next to your place? Like, I always like to get one drink before I go back. Like, again, she could have been very honest and been like, me personally, I always like to get one drink before I go back to a guy's place.
Yeah, but the gentlemanly or the are you gonna
the gentlemanly
kill me?
Stuff? No. Insinuating the guy's on a gentleman, that's bad. Yeah. Horrible game. Not good at all. But. I told her, I go, if he's weird about that and goes, why don't you just come over and have a drink? You have to be willing to take the L and go, that's my line. I'm not gonna, I want to fuck you, but not enough to let like my personal morals down just for this one person. Because there's a lot of hot people out there.
And then walk away with pride. Like when you make that line, because when you walk away, it sucks if you're like sad now. Like I should have done it.
But also, guess what? Walking away like that and sticking to your guns can sometimes switch the dynamic around. Because all of a sudden he goes, wait, she's not just gonna.
Whoa.
And he might not hit you up that night. He might not hit you up ever. Sure. But he might be like, all right, you know what? Yeah, let's get that drink. And all of a sudden it switches because you stuck to your guns, and he has more respect for you and is like, all right, I'll go meet this woman.
Sometimes you gotta lose the battle
to
win the war.
That's right.
So many times girls have been like, I just don't see you like that. I don't know if I want to do this. And I was like, all good. No worries. I'll see you later. And then she's gone. No more what's ups. No more how you doings.
No.
1 year goes by. What's up? Is this still your number?
That's a long game.
And I'm like waiting, like unshaven.
You're such a douchebag.
In like a chair, like
such a fucking douchebag.
I'll meet you at 7. No, the idea here is like
I've been waiting. Yeah, this was a long. The entire time I was like, is someone going to call? But instead we talked about our friend for 20 minutes. But I think this is a good base piece of advice because I think a lot of women go through this as well.
Yeah.
And they like when they pursue the guy, they don't know how to do it. And I think this is good advice for dudes because guys just switch it around. Turn this into something where it's like if you're going after the woman and she's like playing not hard to get, but she's kind of giving you all the rules and laying it down. If you sometimes go, here's where we're going, this is what I'm doing, like take it or leave it in a kinder, softer way, but they will respect you being decisive and not just because sometimes people love to see how far they can go. They love poking and prodding and being like, oh, can I make him do this? Oh, can I make her do this? Oh, really? I mean, dude, I can't tell you how many times when I was single, like I would throw it up there, like, you can just come over to my place and we can do this. And I would think they'd say no. And then they would say yes, and I'd be like,
well, you know what it is?
Shit, okay.
I go harder risk on people that I don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's not
the more I want to fuck
the
person, the more I'm like, ma'am, madam, how are you, madam? But if I don't care about fucking, I'll be like, yo, come here. Bathed in oil or something. Like, just go crazy with it.
Yeah, pick up some strawberries. No mold on them.
Come with the cream on.
Yeah.
No, with the mold on.
Yeah. No, mold on.
That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll go harder in the, the distance shots. if I'm willing to lose the person.
Yes.
You know?
No, I feel that.
And I got to stop myself when I'm really into the girl. Like, easy. Because we simp so hard when we're really into the girl. Immediately, like that simp switch, like, and we're just simps.
I mean, that's the...
quick simp energy.
Well, yeah, that's, again, realizing like, oh, I'm if there's a 1 in 10 and one person has all of the quote-unquote power and the other one has none, I'm all the way at the 1 because I really, really like this person. Now, look, that you don't have to stop how you like about them.
Yeah.
But in order to... have some self-respect and potentially get this person down onto your level to where it feels more equal, because there's nothing worse than always going after someone and them having like all the power and you feeling like, God, I'm just like simping and doing everything and I don't even know who I am. Yeah. Like, why am I just doing whatever? Or would they say something and you complete, like, you have plans that night and they go, well, how about now? And then you cancel them. And then 30 minutes before they're like, actually something came up and you're like, why am I just doing everything for this person? Yeah. You feel like a bum. You gotta have
when you
some
keep
kind
saying
of
yes to the change plans.
Yes,
dude, that you feel like a little bitch.
Or that they canceled twice, and then you ask them again to hang out 2 days later, and they go, I have to look at my schedule. I'll get back to you, and you go, I'm such a.
There was one girl who I kept hitting up, and she kept being in Florida, and I was like, how many trips are you making to Miami?
Exactly. Yeah.
And they're like, she's not going to like a sexless place. She keeps going to Miami. So she's getting her back blown out. She comes back, and I'm like, 100%. So how was it? How was your?
Yeah, I would love to take you out for dinner and hear about it.
She's like, I have a limp. I'm like, well, I'll be your stretcher.
I did that to a girl with Montauk. She like went to Montauk for the weekend. I was like, hey, how was Montauk? Ugh. And then she hit me with.
I felt that, bro.
She hit me with a day later. Oh, hi, and I was like, wow. And I go, hey, what are you doing this week? We should hang out. And she goes, I'm kind of busy. Like, I'll look at it and I'll get back to you.
She's getting banged in the Adirondacks.
Never heard back.
Yeah.
Never heard back. And then I talked about her on Hannah Dickinson's podcast,
God.
being like, damn, I got ghosted by this chick. And she hit her up and hit up Hannah and was like, Dylan talked about me. And he said that like I was kind of shitty, but he didn't ask me one thing about myself the entire night. And I was like, you're lying. I go, also, we were drunk as fuck and you were like taking me out to all your friends' places.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, like, she just like got upset that I was talking about, by the way, I never said her name.
Yeah.
But that's the worst part about when we listen to podcasts is that when you know you're being talked about, you assume
It's you.
first of all, that 1 million people listen to the show.
Yeah.
And number 2, that everyone knows your full name, address, and social
security.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, okay, I know who this is. Let's publicly shame them. No one knows or cares.
This happened to me in real life, dude. I remember going out with this girl. Not really. It was after one of Peter's shows. Peter Ravello, our friend.
Very funny. If you haven't,
very funny guy.
Go to his Instagram. Check out his recent clips. They're very funny.
Very funny guy. And we were in Staten Island doing a show. And after the show, did well. And there's this one lady that was kind of like known as like she was the one, kind of, go around the block, as they say. She's like a homegrown girl, a lot of plumbers in her past, right? And I was hanging out with her and we were kind of like talking, but she kind of like halfway through, like we were vibing, she like just walked up and left.
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was kind of drunk and she kept going and she like walked. I saw her like in 10 minutes, like talking to some other guy. I walked up to her and I'm like, what's going on here? It was terrible. It was terrible.
Too quick.
It was terrible. And
you're letting the dick talk for you.
Yeah. And I was like, can we talk outside for a second? Dude, it was zero game. It was like years ago. It was like 6 years ago.
Can we talk outside for a second?
Zero game. She's like, no. And
these are good though. These are the things you have to go through as a man.
So many. I'm telling y'all, we have
so many
messed up in every possible way.
So many times.
So many times.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Dude, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Can we go outside for a second? I was like, fucking babe, let's get out of here energy. And she was like, what? No. And cut to 6 years later, I'm doing I'm opening for Peter's album, the clips he's putting out.
Oh, that just
I do 10 minutes before he goes up, and I say this story. This girl doesn't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? She just fucking played me and fucking. She was in the crowd.
No way.
And after I get off, Peter's like laughing so hard. I'm like, great set.
Oh, he knows the girl.
Yeah, I was like, it was a great set, right? Peter, he's like, no, dude, the girl you're talking about is fucking in the second row.
Oh, were you shitting on her?
Yeah. I was like, this bitch, fucking little whore, doesn't even know who she is.
This troll. Yeah.
This whole troll.
She ruined the best chance he had in her life.
Yet this dick was about to go down on her ass to collect. Yeah. Yes.
No titty having bitch.
No titty loot, no ass.
No ass having
dirty
bitch.
ass.
Yeah. Got 10 bucks in like, bank account ass bitch.
Smells like the inside of an armpit.
Yeah.
And then Peter's like, yeah, there she is. And Just walked away. Didn't see a set. I was just like, I can't.
You were like, I'm not going to
I cannot
approach
stay
her.
here. I cannot stay here. But that's what it was. I just went popping off on stage, got off. Thought Peter was laughing because of my set, and he was like,
Now he's laughing.
You fucking idiot.
I was on TikTok Live randomly last night, and a girl that I used to date came onto the TikTok Live, and she commented, "What the fuck is on my For You page?" And I was like, "Hey, sorry about you had to see this. I'm sure you're not here anymore, but good seeing you."
Oh my God.
Went to the went to the TikTok after just to see if she followed me,
Dude.
just to be like, okay, maybe she wants peace. No peace.
Listen, we
Block me. Yeah.
all these advices we give is on the backs of so much pain and sadness.
So many broken
so
souls.
many broken souls.
Mainly-
so many hateful women.
Mainly ours, because we fucked up a lot,
For sure.
and that's why we're coming here to help you, especially
Reformed hoes.
you Gen Z men.
Trying to make sure Fonz has a good life.
Yeah,
you know?
and helping these Gen Z, and just women in general, understand what these guys do, because sometimes you guys think we are more cunning than we are.
100%.
Usually we're being very dumb about stuff.
Oh my God.
So yeah, let's hope C figures that out. We
Good
have
luck out
about
there.
20 minutes. Do we really quickly want to? Okay, so guys, we have a couple of you that wrote in for advice. We don't have time to go over both of them today. We might not even have time to go over because we got a fact. I want to go over the thing Usama's been reading about. But remember, whydoguyspodcast@gmail.com is where you send your hinges and where you send your advice questions. Give us a story. Keep them short. I'd say 2 paragraphs. We don't need that much backstory.
Mm-hmm.
We need 2 or 3 sentences tops.
I don't know what we asked for, but I think y'all assumed we're like, hey, send us your entire life
What's that?
in Gmail.
What's that thing that they used to do in chat rooms, like age, sex, ASL, age, sex, location?
Yeah.
That's basically all we need. Age, sex, location.
These were like, in my past life,
Yeah.
I was an Air Force captain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
My grandpa started working at a farm.
Shut up.
And that's where he met my grandma, who was actually his second wife.
I love brown eggs more than white eggs, and no one loves me. It's like,
Yeah.
what the? Can we just fucking get to the point?
But we'll go over whose question is.
Well, it's really women who like be expounding.
Yeah.
Dudes are like, how
because
can
they
I fuck more?
They want to give us all the information, the backstory. I appreciate it, but less is more.
Because you know what I realize when we say like women's stories suck, they do suck, but where they come from is actually beautiful.
Exactly.
Because what they want to do is they're very high empathy. Like they want to make sure you understand what's going on.
Fully, they want to provide everything.
It's beautiful.
They're like, let's provide everything, so there's no chance for them to be confused. But what they don't understand
you're
is
providing a lullaby.
Yes.
Because I'm falling asleep.
what they don't understand is like
boring.
we don't need to know any of that.
Yeah.
We just need to know the specific. Let's know the main facts. All right. ASL, guys. Remember when you write in ASL and then a quick little synopsis.
Yeah.
Right. What you did in high school. Remember the intro? It was 5. The intro paragraph was 5 sentences.
Yeah.
Let's get one of those.
Hags.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Just keep it hags.
What was Hags again?
Have a good summer.
Oh.
And then
Oh fuck. I thought Hags was like an acronym for writing the 5-paragraph essay.
you're going to learn something, huh?
Damn.
Oh, dude. You're so
God
pumped.
damn it. I was pumped. No, it reminded because I heard that and I was like, oh yeah, I feel like there was an acronym
Fine.
for yeah. There's
have
not. No, there was just the 3 body. You remember the 5-paragraph essay?
Sure.
Intro, 3 body, conclusion.
Restate your thesis.
State your thesis.
In the conclusion.
So guys, hit us with the intro and the conclusion.
1 body paragraph.
We don't even need the body.
Okay. Fine.
Just need the head, the tail.
Just thesis.
Yes, just thesis.
Just the bubbling in of your name on the sand
Just
truck.
thesis and conclusion.
Boom.
So we'll go over the question from what is her name? Chelsea.
Yeah.
Next episode, just so you know.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Let's hear what you've been learning about. You dog.
Learning about Genghis Khan this week, man.
Oh yeah, you been listening to what's the name? Hardcore History. Dan
A
Carlin?
little bit of Dan Carlin, a little bit of just not white people too talking about him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, cool, nice.
Getting some other side, you know.
The
And
non-colonialist.
just some what?
The non-colonialist
Perspective.
perspective.
Trying to uncolonize my mind here.
Usama Siddiquee.
It's not Columbus Day. I'll say that one more time. I'll say that one more time. It's not Columbus Day.
Oh, happy.
It's Indigenous Peoples Day, buddy.
Happy.
Okay, Hans, let's go, bro. Let's go.
Happy Black History Month. This will be coming out.
It's not happy.
Okay.
Ecstatic
Okay.
Black History Month. Oh, just happy. What do you hate black people?
Wonderful Black History Month. Happy Black History Month.
To me, happy. George Washington cover.
I went to a soul food restaurant in Harlem, and they.
Oh, did you now, Dylan?
It's called Melba's.
Was that amazing?
It's called Melba's. It's famous.
I've been to Melba's.
I saw it on like some Netflix show, and I went. And then they sung "Happy Birthday" to someone, but they sang like the Stevie Wonder version.
Oh, even better.
It was so much better.
Were they doing this too?
They literally said, oh God. No, they literally were like, we're going to sing this like in church. And everyone, without missing a beat, all hit it.
Everyone
all
put
in tune.
their white gowns on. They just had it ready to go.
It was amazing. I was number one, the only white guy there. Bro, my eyes were like this. I was like, this is great.
Because they forgot that you were there. I feel like black people do the funniest thing when no white people are there.
That's what it
and
is.
when you get the joy of seeing it.
And I didn't ruin it. I just sat back and was like, and I was clapping. I was like, ooh. Yeah.
Because the worst thing could have been a stand up too and been like,
yeah, I definitely I would have ruined it. Yes. Hey guys, I'm hip too. I know how to hit it on the ones and the fours.
In y'all's defense, Fonz and Dylan are pretty much the best white dudes around.
Wow.
You know?
In this room. Thank you.
In this place. But
Genghis.
you know, it's Italians, most black people love all Italians. I don't know any black people who got a real issue with Italians, even though Italians directly say, I don't like the Moulignans, right?
Yeah.
But black people respect the directness.
Okay.
Black people have told me very intimately and in friendship settings that they hate waspy and like guilty whites because that energy is just such fucking
it's
annoying.
gross.
You know,
yeah, it's gross.
They'd much rather have like an Italian racist than a fucking
someone who's like
waspy
apologizing
left.
for what their family may or may not have done.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm reading about Genghis Khan. A couple of things that are interesting that I didn't realize. Mm-hmm. This man conquered more territory in 20 years than the Romans did in 400.
Wait, really?
That's for real. That's for real.
Do you have his empire? Because I believe you, but that's nuts.
That's
was a lot of it like not.
Well, again, it's not staying power. It's just how much area they had.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, that took Roman Empire like 400.
Holy shit.
Years, right? Because Romans weren't always just like always conquering. They had like periods of peace and Pax Romana and all that.
There we go.
You know, some white guy needed to know this,
bro. Not even close.
Yeah.
Wow, the Roman Empire was trash compared to the Mongol Empire.
Look at that.
I think a lot of the Mongol Empire though is probably pretty cold and just
it's
plainy,
grassland and shit, but
still impressive.
Look at that bitch, dude. Look at that bitch.
27 comments. Let's see what the comments say. Gal XE 106.
What does school shooter 105 have to say?
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway,
20 years of that much conquering. Right.
Uh-huh.
We all know about the fucking. He was 1 in 200 people are Mongolian basically, genetically because of how much he fucked.
Was it just him or like any of his boys? Or they weren't related to him. Okay.
They were all fucking, but it was like big lion, little lion type shit.
Yeah.
And you look at his picture, it's like this guy looks like he sells fish in Chinatown. You know what I'm saying? And
he's pretty ugly.
He's not a hot dude. Look at this guy.
But that makes sense.
You know,
the hot guys aren't usually. It's the guys that are ugly that have a the
real fucker.
Yeah, they have a chip on their shoulder. They're like, you wouldn't.
He was banging them.
You wouldn't have fucked me, so now I'm going to. Yeah, horrible people.
So
look at that right there.
He just kept conquering. Look
at that. Genghis Khan net worth was 130 trillion. I mean, shut the fuck up because no, you know what I mean,
dude.
I guess, but there was in a time when there weren't wheels. Like,
did you look at this guy and be like, yeah, this guy can conquer me? This guy looks
him bald makes it so much worse.
He sends his kid to too many math classes
with the hair in the front.
Oh God,
yeah.
Why that? You know a white guy made this. You had to make him all fucking weird and looking. Can you make he was not this weird looking probably.
What do you mean?
What the fucking weird hair?
What if it was like made by an Asian person? No, go.
So
okay, so there's
there we go. Now that's a sexy motherfucker.
Yeah, but he looks white.
No, he doesn't, dude.
Doesn't he kind of look like a
he
Nordic guy?
Silver. But yeah, I feel you. Oh, let's go to the.
What are we looking at?
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So he conquered all that in 20 years. He died. He would have conquered the whole world, but he got sick. So
COVID.
It's COVID. COVID won, baby. And he can kill everybody. He's no match for the pangolin, And their customs required the heads of state to go back to Mongolia to choose a new leader.
A new Khan.
So they say that if they didn't have that cultural distinction
Custom,
that they would have
kept going.
Yeah.
Oh, because when they went back, people reclaimed the land.
And actually, Odalai came after and Kublai came after. These are both like badass conquerors, but they kept dying before they could do it. And then they kept having to go back. And after the third one, after Kublai died, they never really.
So there was Genghis, then Oralai Khan, Odalai Khan, and then Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan, and then after that. And what did they all get taken out by like the common cold? They like got a fucking paper cut, and that's what took down the Mongol Empire.
It just kept getting more and more shitty. Like first he like died of fucking COVID.
Yeah.
Then Kublai's like, "Ow, what the fuck?"
One got like dysentery.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then that's what happened in the last one. Imagine being taken out by like some gangrene on your pinky, and that's why you die.
And the next one I was like, "You're ugly." It's like, ah! You like ran away.
Even your boys are like, I mean, he died from a cut,
dude. That's fucking lame.
Yeah.
So basically the literal cultural norms of their people made them not continue, which is maybe the reason why we're not all Chinese right now.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying?
Because he probably would have taken the rest of Europe.
I mean, Genghis was going for gold, right?
Yeah.
His last words were like, "I was going to take over the whole world, but I'm going to die right now," or something like that. It was really that. It was. Like,
it was really that.
Yeah, it was like I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling bacteria, you know. And then he fucking died.
Wow.
And they kept trying, and they kept almost getting there. And the reason is because
no one could do like the first one.
Well, the reason they were better than everybody else is that they had horse plus archer, so their range at that time was way higher.
Crazy good.
Than anybody else.
It's like having a sniper compared to a sword.
There's all snipers and this bunch of guys with like fucking pop guns.
Yeah.
And they could, while being on horse, archer.
Like the Comanches in America.
Comanche level.
Yeah.
But these guys were like unbeatable, right?
That's nuts, yeah.
And
so scary.
So scary. Imagine that.
Coming over the hill.
You just see the fuckers.
I literally get on the ground. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Because we'd be the ones running who get shot with an arrow in the back.
Dude, I'm Pharaoh in the back guy. I'm that guy who's running like, ah!
Yeah, easily.
Every time.
Easily.
That guy, that actor, that's his only role. He's just
But I mean, if he books that 200 times, that's a decent amount of change. You know what I mean?
I don't want to die like that.
I don't either.
Being that guy with the arrow in the back. Because when you're dead, you were a bitch.
You were a bitch.
You were a little bitch.
I'd rather go out like the guy in Pompeii who's jacking off.
Dude.
And then you get shot in the front. You get shot in the heart.
I want to do that. Yeah, like arrow in the heart. Jack it off. Or me jacking off the arrow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, Jesus. You have to go out. I'm going out on my terms.
Dude.
Yeah.
Empty balls.
Oh, man, that's
They're going to find fossilized cum like right next to me, dude.
So scary.
Like dusty cum.
Oh, disgusting.
Fuck yeah. Some paleontologist is going to go like this.
I don't think they do that.
Circa 2023.
They know.
Indian.
So he's so good. So he's so good that he knows the date and the race just by the
2023
the dust.
Indian.
Had salmon.
Amazing jaw. Had last meal salmon.
Salmon from a bodega about 2 streets away from where we recorded this podcast.
Whatever that fucking name is. So there's one thing like that. When he died, they put him in an unmarked grave so no one would find him. And
okay. I was like, that's kind of shady.
Unmarked grave so no one would find him and exhume the corpse, and because he had some enemies.
Yeah, I'd say so.
He
had some guys that kind of wanted to.
He had people who were subtweeting him, So they buried him in an unmarked grave, and to preserve the secret, they murdered everybody who was involved in the funeral arrangements. So those
guys had to know.
I don't know.
When they got chosen to do it, one of them had to be like, I'm going to call out sick. Like,
you got to. Or is it one of those bee sting things where like the dude doesn't know until after he stings and then he dies?
Oh, like he gets like hit with a little like needle and it's got some poison in it?
Something like that. But by any chance, they all got murdered. Anyone who was involved with the funeral, because and then the secret died with him, basically. And so that was like some.
What if you want to go visit your boy?
No, dude.
Because he had to have at least like 5 dudes who were his homies.
That's the thing is like your boys, you probably ended up killing them back in the day.
Yeah, if you were this crazy.
Everyone became Tony Montana.
Or Tony Montana.
At the end of the
Tony Montana. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that has to suck. Imagine like, before he killed you, maybe you got out. And people are like, it's crazy what Genghis is doing. You're like, I used to be friends with him.
Yeah.
He got like really lame, honestly. They get super paranoid.
I like this old conquest.
He shot my best friend in the head right in front of me, and I was like, dude, I'm not cool with that. Dude, you can't be doing
his
that.
old conquests, that was better. But now he's like, I don't even know him anymore.
He shot my friend, and I said, dude, what the hell?
Then he shot me in the leg because I said, dude. It's crazy, dude. Back in the day, you couldn't just be like, dude. You had to just like follow your guy.
Yeah, you just bow.
There's this story of like Mongolians, like they would come up to your kingdom and be like, surrender now, or we'll kill everybody in this fucking entire kingdom. And then you'd be like, these white guys would be like, Chip, fuck off, dude. We're white. We're fine. And then they were
too evolved. They had already seen the future, but it wasn't working then. They were like, we're white. And they were like, that doesn't work yet.
They saw too far in the future. They didn't realize what was going to happen now.
The prophet told them that they were going to reign, and they thought it meant like in 10 years, but it was in like 1,000.
It was the Brits later.
Yeah.
So they raised the fuck out of their kingdom. And Dan Carlin talks about this kid who, like, imagine you're a kid who wakes up in a kingdom that's been recently taken over by the Mongols that day.
Can't be.
You were waiting in line for 8 hours to get your head chopped off. Because they kill every woman and child if you defy them. If you don't defy them, if you say yes, then they let you live. They give you religious tolerance, equality. Their whole fucking system was based on meritocracy. The entire Mongol Empire was based on meritocracy. Only meritocracy can get you up in the world.
Oh, their whole system. I thought you meant their whole fucking system.
No,
I was like, what? Yeah.
How long do you last?
The way you said it, I was like, what? How does that make any sense?
Their whole that'd be insane. First of all,
it would be kind of good though. If you only get hotter women if you get better at sex, and it's kind of how it should be.
And also,
because that's not how it is right now.
If you don't last long enough, they behead you. Yeah,
no, there'd be no men.
Oh God, I know.
So why wouldn't you just say yes?
Because I guess the arrogance, look at us, we got this.
I don't like what those guys' faces look like.
Yeah, they look like
they look different than us.
Because you'd see that fucking like thinning hair, and you'd be like, "I'll take you."
This guy's a loser.
I'm fucking taking you, you fucking loser. I guess that's what he does.
Fat fuck.
He comes in like hustling, like, please, can I have?
Yeah, he's like, pretends
can I
to be
have
an
your
old
kingdom?
Man. Yeah, the old. Yeah,
looking like a fucking unfuckable dude.
He tries to teach him,
and then he goes like this, and he's like,
yeah,
bring out the catapults.
No, it's like the stories from the Bible where it's like an old fable, where it's like, oh, the old man came up and you were mean to him, and then it turned out he was the king. And you were shitty to the king, and you get your head cut off.
Can you imagine you seeing like an old man like, I got this fucker. Then he takes off a mask. It's Genghis fucking Khan. You're like, oh fuck, And so they would
try to cut the line. I think I'd try to cut the line
and to
get my head cut off earlier, or maybe they would get tired.
I would run away and then arrow in the back every time
because I think head cut off has got to be better than arrow.
Yeah,
there's probably no pain.
Well, here's the thing: they'd also eat lunch on your corpse too.
Yeah, that's that part. You think they eat, but they probably eat lunch on you also shot in the back.
Oh God, yeah.
Right, and maybe they might keep you alive to embarrass you.
Use the arrow as chopsticks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Damn.
Listen, there was no good way to end this. So basically, it's like insane because you realize what is the mechanical requirements of killing everybody in a fucking kingdom. It's just a line.
There's like a guy on shifts. Yeah, they have a lot of them.
It's like a bakery line. Just fucking put your head against it.
Seems stupid. They could have used a lot of those people, but instead he was like, let's just kill all of them. Wow.
Anyway, that's the Mongolian facts.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And now it's the name of a grill now. Genghis Grill. That's what happened to the most amazing
Now it's a type of cuisine. Yeah.
It's a guy doing this.
Now it's a type of weed. Now it's a type of Delta 8 THC.
So that's your legacy. You kill everybody in the entire world.
God, that's terrifying.
Now you're a strain of weed.
Yeah, 100%. So do we want to do a very quick hinge and then we'll end it? Because we've been doing 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this one person's and then
let's do it.
We'll go to our next one very quickly.
Hinge. Who is this?
That was a lot of info.
Yeah, I got you.
That was good.
Yeah.
No, that was a really good one.
There we go.
No, I was on the edge of my seat. You could see.
Yes.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Yes. I feel like you brought the volcano shit last time.
No, that one was good. Yeah. But this one, you know what really got me?
What?
The waiting in line for 8 hours.
Gotcha.
That one little bit, I was like, because you know what?
You know what? I said that for last too, because I was like, get ready for this.
You go, because I imagined myself there.
Yeah.
The empathy of me being a little boy, waiting in line. Oh no. You see your friend who was like the cool kid. You see the kid who you thought was cool get his head cut off, and you're like, fuck.
Or he was the one who was terrified because his coolness like stopped.
And he's like pissing his pants.
Pissing his pants.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool guy. He's pissing his pants.
And then in my head, I would be like, I'm going to be the one that goes up and is super brave. And then Genghis Khan is like, wait, not that one. I want to do it myself.
Or you're like, yeah, this one will boil in oil. And like, what the fuck? Dude, you're putting your head in the knife.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on, just fucking go quick.
Please.
Because that was one of the punishments, boiling in oil, by the way.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking. Yeah, for real. And not even like the good olive oil. I'm talking like canola.
You're talking about,
canola.
Rapeseed oil.
Rapeseed.
Some safflower oil.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit. Not avocado oil. All right. This
Hannah.
is Hannah.
I know Hannah. She's
You do?
super
Yeah,
awesome.
great.
She works at West Side.
Oh, cool.
She's super cool and cute.
This is a very good first photo. It's
Yeah.
cute. Gives your vibe. I mean, I like a smiley photo first, but I think like this kind of shows me who she is, right?
Yeah, little sassy, little fun.
Yes, I take pride in being able to recite any movie I've seen more than 3 times, word for word. That's an insane superpower that I feel like you're wasting on movies.
Hold on,
Do you have like a photographic memory or something?
Beautiful mind, but for just Legally Blonde, that's kind of fucking suck.
Just for Wedding Crashers. She's 22, 5'8". Okay, cool. She went from Arizona. She's kind of cool.
Liberal, figuring out my dating goals. Cute.
Figuring out my dating goals. Okay, being very open and honest.
She's being fun. So far, this is like no red flags coming in.
This is like I'm fresh to New York. It's not a great photo. It doesn't really give me anything. It's cute, but I would say this could be improved on Hannah.
Yeah, because
it's at that
basic,
fountain. Yes, basic.
Again, women in landscapes. Like, what do y'all?
Yeah.
Do you think we're into the
trying
earth?
to craft a beautiful photo, but we don't care about that. Maybe we should be telling guys to have better landscape photos because the women keep choosing
It
them.
seems like something that y'all like a lot.
Yes.
I'm learning this just more and more. I watch this.
Oh, this is so cute.
Super cute.
This should maybe be the first
one. I would say
this is a very cute photo. Yeah.
Selfie 503. That's a cute
I would
line.
see this and be like, oh, this seems like a very
Cute lady. And the
woman,
nose
yeah.
ring's cute. It's
Yes,
all great.
we like it. Great smile.
Yes.
I won't shut up about TV, but also in general, I just don't shut up.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah. Maybe be more specific about a certain TV show. But
Yeah.
besides that, like
100%.
the thing in
100%.
parentheses can stay.
100%.
Don't show this to your mom.
I hate this photo so much. What is this?
And also the last photo is a little. Guys are going to look at that in a certain way. I don't want to say what way.
And I do want to say blowjobs.
Yeah.
Blowjobs. And if that, listen, it's just too many pictures in one picture. I don't know.
Yeah,
that much.
and it's also like, look, it shows you're cool and have friends, but like, we don't care, and also you're just gonna get.
That's so brutal. I see what you're trying to do there, but
Yes.
That's stupid. What you're trying to do.
And also, like, guys are just gonna respond to the last. Look, that's immediately where both of our eyes went. We went, oh, that's not good.
The top right is like a fun picture. If you want to like blow that up.
Yes, yeah.
You know, you have your mom
That's
in
fun.
it.
Yes.
You know, it's like showing like your body and your face. It's cute. It's
Oh,
fun.
is that her mom?
I don't know.
If it is, and then the end. Yeah, no. Just do the last one, or just change it up.
The last, you're the bottom right.
Sorry. That's the first one. Just do the first top left.
Crop your mouth.
Dating me is like getting answers to all the questions you never asked.
So here's the problem at this point. Every answer you've done has been very vague, right?
Yeah. We need stuff to respond
Specifics.
to. We need specifics.
No, like right now we have vague girl who likes blowjobs.
Yeah,
That's what we have.
vague girl. Yeah, vague girl who's good at making the eye gal face. Oh,
Hello.
Okay, that's good.
Hello.
Good to have that.
Yes.
Smart.
Yes.
We see what you're doing.
You know what?
But classy.
Touche.
Classy.
Classy.
No, not touche. This is classy. This is good. This is a good way to do it without being like, hey, here, check out my spread butt cheeks. It's just like, hey, here's my,
Check
got
out my
a couple
spread butt
tattoos.
Beautiful picture.
I personally am not a fan of the birthday photo with the 2 numbers of what birthday it is.
It's very basic.
It's very, very basic. Now, of course, maybe you only have a certain amount of photos and you think you look good in this. That's fine. This is a cute Instagram photo, but again, we're on a dating app. We need to see more of your face or have some kind of personality trait coming through.
It's obvious you're very funny.
Yes.
Just go a little more specific on it.
Let's see more of the humor in who you are in 2 of these photos.
Because you're going to get them with the fucking final photo of the,
that's a good one.
Pool. Like, no matter what you do, you can go all the way into funny land, and that final one be like, hello.
I would say let's reveal more of your personality in the responses and in the 2 photos that we talked about. Bam.
Boom.
Easy.
And if you want to keep the blowjob photo, that's fine. It's just a fun picture. But they're not 6 in 1. Choose one. Choose the bottom right or the top left.
I would almost rather you choose that one.
Yeah.
And just be like, don't, and then just caption it, don't say it.
Don't say it.
Oh! Don't say it.
Or I like blowjobs. Like I like directly.
Don't do that. Don't
do that. Again, you already have that kind of seduction in the last photo with the pool. And Hannah, you're the shit.
Yep.
I talked to you fucking a couple of days ago. You're awesome.
Thanks for writing in. Thanks for sending it in. Guys, whydoguyspodcast@gmail.com. Send it in. If and when we change the name, we'll change the email as well. 929-525-5332 for all the voicemails. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good week.
See you guys.
Thanks for listening.